Hi everyone! In this video, we are going to introduce the chi-square test for homogeneity. We'll learn when to use this test, how to write the hypotheses, and the conditions required before performing the test. Let's begin. The first question to ask is, when do we use a test for homogeneity? We use this test to determine whether two or more populations have the same distribution or proportions of a categorical variable. For example, we might compare different smoking cessation methods, different pain medications and side effects, or survey responses from different age groups. In each case, we are comparing multiple populations to see whether their distributions are the same. A quick way to distinguish this test from the previous section is, test for independence is for one population and two categorical variables. And test for homogeneity is for two or more populations and one categorical variable. If you are comparing different groups of people or methods, you will usually use the test for homogeneity. Next, let's write the hypotheses. The null hypothesis states that the populations have the same distribution or proportions. The alternative hypothesis states that the populations have different distributions or proportions. For example, if we are comparing 3 smoking cessation treatments, the null hypothesis would be the proportion of smokers who quit is the same for all 3 treatment groups. And the alternative hypothesis would be at least one treatment group has a different proportion of smokers who quit. Notice that the alternative hypothesis does not say every group is different. It only says that at least one group differs. A common mistake is writing the alternative hypothesis as all populations are different. Instead, remember, the alternative simply says that at least one population has a different distribution. Before performing the test, we should verify 4 conditions. First, we are comparing 2 or more populations. Second, the data are categorical. Third, the samples are random and independent. And finally, each expected count is at least 5. For this course, unless the problem says otherwise, you may assume these conditions are satisfied.